Thanks for joining me. My name is Sila. I know it's been a while. My apologies. One has been busy with work and other things because traveling. This is something that we do when we've got a chance. So, but in any case, I hope it hasn't been too long. I recently met a couple of guys who love overlanding and have been doing it by themselves. They love camping. They've got kitted out vehicles. We have decided to form ourselves a group. And that's our travel group called Meerkat Squad. And we decided to have an 11-day trip towards the Northern Cape. We set go all the way up to Tankwa National Park. And it was just a wonderful experience with a group of guys that loved the outdoors. It was wonderful moments around the campfire. Some wonderful characters came alive there. But yeah, this is the story of Meerkat, and I'll tell you later how it started. But for now, here's us going out on the trip. I hope you enjoy it.
Why is Nduna? He should be here by now if he was telling the truth that he's joining the M12. Because you're going opposite traffic.
No,
he said here, I asked him.
Oh, but he knows Kimberley.
I decided to wait. Let night please wait for me. Thank you. Let's wait for you. I'll be the last one to say on the day you are leaving. You owe us breakfast. Then you get there, you are on pay.
Sure. First day we're meeting you.
Very, very, very. How are you? Sure. No.
Well, you've gained some weight, so what's happening? I think you got too much camping. Look at you.
So it's gaining weight. What happens when you go camping with the wife?
Hey.
And she cooks 7 colors.
When I was eating food, I'm like,
I'm looking for a charger for the Zatek radio. So it looks like it's only the AC one. They don't have a DC charger that goes into here and you can plug it on the cigarette light. So yeah, these are my spares. Everything spare.
Kitchen, and then we hit the road from here to Kimberley. Should be a good 5-6 hour drive. We're looking forward to it. I'll keep you updated and posted on everything.
Lesego, come, let's go. Lesego. They will follow these guys.
Just before that concept bill moved on the right.
But if I get a ticket, they will share it, isn't it? confusing us.
Oh,
Yes, you want to see this one without the wheel.
wheel. That's why I was No, his wheel is very by posting.
Okay.
Sister, big brother is taking care of you.
Yeah.
We arrived in Potchefstroom in a generally jovial mood. This was our first overlanding trip, and we were all excited to engage in this 11-day trip. It coincided with the Easter holidays, and therefore the holiday mood was sort of in the moment, but we still had a few work items, and we had to just open up our laptops and catch up on a few items for work. We had a brief stop in Wolmaranstad just to stock up on snacks and some drinks and some sandwiches because there was no lunch anymore. We had to just shoot up straight and make sure that we stocked up.
It's alright, cool.
And I paid in 82K. Don't turn. This road takes us straight into Kimberley. Turn left.
It's Google Maps. Okay. Nduna, you don't have a ticket. You put your brothers in, man. You put your brothers in.
Let's go.
Alright. Let's say, are you in, man? These guys don't want to put us in. You see them.
We arrived in Kimberley just before 4 o'clock, and as we drove in, we had a nice parking spot that all the vehicles can actually park next to each other. And as we did that, it's all these rigged vehicles, and they look like, the guys are on some expedition. So as we drove in there were some guys that were sitting in the cars that I think they were about to drive off. They actually came out of the vehicles and to greet us and say, "Guys, what are you doing here? Are you visiting Kimberley? What are you doing?" And I think that spirit of Ubuntu, as we call it, came out just from strangers that seeing us for the first time and they are interested in what we're doing, and they just set a nice tone for the trip for us. But we stood there and waited for the last member of the crew that joined in. I think around about 5 o'clock or so, he was supposed to bring wood for us. We took a bit of time in the garage because we had to wait for the guy to wait for wood. We had to offload it, tie it back onto the vehicle, and then so that took quite a bit of time. And we had to four of us had to then rush to the gate and leave 2 other vehicles that still had to tie the wood. We are left with 11 minutes towards the gate. We hope we'll make it. We got into the gravel road. The gate showed about 16 kilos from the tar road to the gate. And we engaged 4x4 high. And it's a chase. Fortunately, the gravel road you can do 60 at least comfortably. We're pushing it a little bit where it's possible, but with 4x4 high it makes it a little bit of better handling. We hope we make it. I think we'll make it. I just hope that we don't find the guys have been knocked off earlier than 6. But I think they're expecting us, so I'm sure they'll wait for us a bit. It's a rush, it's 4 vehicles. We left the other 2 behind us. They were still finishing off the wood. So we hope to make it. We'll update you. We arrived at Mokala, the park at the Lilydale gate. Just 17:55, I think, when I checked the time. Just in time, because they were supposed to close at 5. While we were happy that we made it in time, the guy at the gate was such a splendid gentleman. He was, as we drove in, he was happy, he was he was dancing. He was one of the most pleasant guys, I think, that we dealt with. So the impression of Kimberley in the trip, or the people of Kimberley, they are wonderful people. I think they have represented themselves very well. We went off to the reception. We found 2 wonderful ladies there. They processed us through as well. We checked in. They gave us the keys to the bungalows, and we made our way to our first camp together as Meerkat squad.
Patarani next.
There's an onion here. I think they are cooking here.
There was an onion here from Du.
Man, you don't use onion.
What do you use? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll carry it.
Who's bringing it? No, I can't cook the meat before even the pub starts. Because the meat will just get cold. Yeah.
Du.
Yeah?
Come check. How much salt do you put in?
I sharply.
I want the trip to end well, eh? You want to pick up the trip because of their problems.
Somebody.
Because Mdu is not fine. It's not
The
well.
height that is going up.
The trip will end.
Now Leon has to put the camera down and
You see?
somebody has to take it home, eh?
Hey, Mara, we were driving like maniacs when we were coming this side.
On the gravel.
Before even the gravel, when we were just. I was checking the GPS. GPS was saying 8 past 6.
I was back at the bakery. All the dust.
You have to put your hazards there.
Oh, a fly on the gravel. That was at the back.
Oh, the dust.
What I saw was Nduna's life every now and then going.
Yeah, cameraman. You need to watch Tony's shoes amount.
This.
Hey, no. That's like what kind of saying. Direct special.
Direct special. You call the cameraman there.
Yeah. Camping is more going to the place and the cooking.
Have fun, yeah.
And have fun.
From experience, I'm not talking about somebody telling me. You see, I did my undergrad degree at TEFLO.
Yeah.
It's a stone throw away from Mori.
Yeah. Not
So, for money, during these gatherings, as a student, used to go sell stuff.
Yes.
Especially as who come from Weapon Cross.
Yeah.
You hustle for your pocket money for the next 3 months. So I used to go sell. So I had invested in a gel-coated bottle and a Scotland brush.
Yeah.
Right? And it's, I remember I bought it was $7.50. That whole combo. It was one special at game. So what I will do is go do Vors and do Vors rolls.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't have to.
And Boris has got pork.
Yeah.
Normal Boris.
Yeah, I just bought Vors.
Yes, Boris has got. Yeah.
We sold, but like as soon as you say it's ready, in 10 minutes you are sold out. But there's this one day where we had that, and we had bought some Russians and eggs for ourselves because we said we're gonna be there.
Russian.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
It was for us, not for them.
Yeah.
To say we'll do our own breakfast because we're a group.
Yeah.
After we sold out, when we did our Russians, they came. About four of them. They like no, we
But
sold
it's not
out.
right what you're doing.
Yeah, I
But
know it's not right. And we said we are sold out. And they said, no,
Oh,
They got
yeah,
them.
I said I don't
Yeah.
have a network. I
They
don't
said,
have
no,
to see.
this. Are you selling? And I'm like, you know, but you guys, this is pork. And they said, are you selling or are you preaching? I'm selling. They're like, yeah. They're buying this, so don't come question. No, they ate our food. You're not like, okay.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't forcing anybody. They just bought. They are the ones.
It's not right. I think
We woke up to a beautiful morning. Our bungalow was just situated very close to the Red Flay Refuge, I think they call it. And it was just singing birds in the trees. It was just a beautiful morning. But not so beautiful for me because, yeah, my stomach had a problem. I woke up around 4 a.m. and my system was just acting up. I had a couple of episodes in the bathroom. Everything that I had eaten the night before did not want to follow the natural process. Everything was coming out the same way it came in, and it was my throat was sore. It was just not nice. And in that process, I delayed the guys. I think up until we only left camp around 9 o'clock, and as I got out, the guys came in and come check me up and say, "Hey, man, are you fine? What's going on?" So the question is, what's happening? What's happening to the trip? Are you cutting your trip short? What's happening? So, but it was just a sad moment, and the guys just wanted to. We can wait for you. If you be fine, let's wait for you. If not, but let's make sure you go home. If you go home, so we had that moment where everybody was uncertain of what's going on. And I got a bit better around 8 o'clock or so. They gave me some tea and bread and just to replace the electrolytes, and I got better. And I started vlogging again. The guys were laughing at me that, hey, this guy is very quick to be on his cell phone again and what so. But it's what we do when we want to capture the moment. Got fine, and I could feel that the problem would reoccur again, so we decided to stop by the doctor and just to get some medication and make sure that I'm fine for the trip. But it was a bit of a worrying moment in the morning when you woke up, because we had planned to hike in the morning. Given the sound of river of water that we had, we wanted to just go and see it. We thought it was a waterfall, but so we wanted to hike and then have a morning game drive and so on. So all those plans were gone. But yeah, the trip continues. So here we are.
You know, I'm a senior citizen here, but yet I'm the one who's on top of the roof. You must gain weight. You must gain weight. Then you won't be put on the roof anymore. You know, these youngsters have no respect for elders.
Must gain some weight, man. These elders actually are inspiring us. So we know where we are going. When we get older, we get on top of roofs. We lose weight, we get on top of roofs.
These youngsters have no respect for elders.
I'm checking out the FJ. It's a beast of a car. I don't know why they discontinued these models though.
It's going to be a while in SA, man.
But yeah, it's a white car. I haven't been in one before. It's my first time. So what is this? What is this gauge? Lesego. You've got what? This scan gauge. What is it for? Scan gauge. What is this?
Oh, it's a diagnosis thing. So it tells me liters per 100, transmission coolant, water coolant, all those things. And it can also read and clear codes. Like if the engine light comes on, I can pick up the code and then I can clear it.
So it tells you, does it explain, does it write, or what's the problem?
No, it'll tell you what the code is. Like it'll say P0400.
Yeah.
And then you just Google what P0400 means, and then they might tell you that it means that you've run out of oil and or something of that sort. Yeah.
I need to get something similar because then I had engine light on.
Because your car's got an OBD sensor.
Yeah.
So it goes in.
It plugs in.
Where they usually, where they diagnose your car.
Yes, yeah.
It just goes in there.
Now I need to do the same because there was a problem with the air filter. You can imagine air filter is the engine light. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So because of my past experience, I decided let me take it to Ford. But they said no, it's just your air filter. Like, okay.
So if you had this, you could have picked up.
Yeah,
Maybe
I would have got
said
air filter
or
and just
something,
fitted it in. And so if it happens in the bush and you don't know, you've got an engine light and maybe it doesn't even want to move, and it's something minor, you wouldn't know what it is.
Exactly.
So
the good thing is that if it's a minor one, then you can actually drive it home.
yes, yeah.
But if it's major, then you know that now you need
this
to
is
look
what's
for towing.
yeah,
and
you don't
stuff.
have to push
Yeah,
it around.
That's
So
the good thing about it.
yeah.
For me, I only need diesel. The other guys, they just want to top up stuff. And I was saying, we need to pass by the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's shoot straight. Right?
Yeah.
I will
Cool.
suggest that. Yeah.
Let's do that. I agree. Right.
And then the food, I was saying, we've got a lot of food amongst ourselves.
Already, yeah,
Let's deplete almost
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, we'll
then
see.
we've got towns along.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree.
And that's my take.
Yeah, sure. No, you are correct. You are correct. While I was at the hospital, I understand two ladies, two wonderful ladies, I must say. They came in and they were intrigued by the vehicles, particularly the Hilux, Ducky Gone Wild. So the guys were chilling around the vehicle and waiting for me and Aslam, who had gone to the hospital. So they were intrigued by the vehicle and wanted to take pictures and talk to the guys, what are you doing? And like I say, Kimberley people, wow, I need to move to Kimberley, guys. But yeah, Kimberley is a wonderful place. The people there are wonderful. So it was just guys sitting there, and the ladies came in, had a wonderful chat with them, which just enhanced the experience of the place. So even if they were waiting for me, a sick guy at the hospital, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of tonic. I'm a gin and tonic.
Alright, so rolling down the street,
Okay, you need wine, I give you wine.
Tarantino, sipping on gin and juice, laid back. Hey, gin and tonic.
Let me get some. Opilo. Your Twitter is gone.
Yeah, I think that they're going to the shops now.
What are you need to do?
Yeah, man.
So aangereikt op die zo wow, yes, maar jullie is paraat hoor. How are you going to?
We are exploring Kimberley.
Kimberley.
Not Kimberley per se, the
Northern Cape.
Cape.
Oh, lovely. So you're going to Barry's and all those places.
SKA, Grabby's Falls.
Oh, you're going to enjoy it. Is this the first time you're visiting the Grabies?
Where are you from?
Oh, lovely. Lala's from Joburg.
From
Yeah, but I told them, it's the best place. So just go and enjoy. Just enjoy it, right? Keep well. Keep well. Thank you.
We're now on our way to Witstrand Nature Reserve.